John Beltran back with Dave Uhrig from Estes Park, where the Bobcats will receive the opening kickoff. Opening kickoff tonight is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, offering home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. That's Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. The Beattinger defense was certainly very solid last week, allowing just that one touchdown to Weld Central in that 51-7 victory. And the deep man will be Bailey Flores, only a sophomore for Estes Park. This is a young team for the Bobcats, part of the reason for their struggles, Dave.
Yeah, they have, I counted 22 guys they have suited up tonight, and boy, there's a lot of them that are very, very small, really small.
Jesus Cardenas to kick it off. And he has done an incredible job in his 3 seasons. I mean, rarely do you see a freshman kicker evolved into a sophomore and a junior, and even better with each and every year. Gage Smith is the deep man out there, even behind Flores. Smith at his own 10-yard line. There's the kickoff, high and deep. And Smith drops the ball, picks it up at the 13, running right to the 15, across the 20, as a seam to the outside, and then he's met at the 25-yard line. And that's where Estes Park will take over. Tackled over there by Chris Lee. Now let's see, it's a wide-open offense that Estes Park likes to run.
Yeah, they had a lot of it. It's a crazy formation. They had a center, 2 guards, 2 tackles in pregame. Sometimes they'd have everybody else off to the left side or the right side. You know, a couple guys up on the line of scrimmage and 1 quarterback, and then 3 other guys over there. It's almost like a swinging gate sort of a look. And here it is right now. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys off to the right side.
Frankie Keller-Twigg is the quarterback in a shotgun formation. On the right hash mark, he'll take off with the football running right to the 25-yard line, lowers his shoulder, he's down across the 25 towards the 28. Eric Garcia in on the tackle along with Maverick Seawald. And let's see what the gain is. It could be close to 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7, a gain of 3, it looks like, to the 28-yard line. We'll get to the Beattinger starting lineup momentarily, as it is 2nd down and 7 from the 28. Again, a shotgun formation. Smith is in the backfield, and Twigg rolls to his left, stops, throws to his left, wide open. That pass is caught at the 35-yard line, across the 35 to the 40 for a first down to Tylox Holler. That's going to be a gain of 12 yards. A nice pass play from Keller-Twigg to Holler.
Where he was wide open, he ran about 7 yards down the field, then ran straight to the sideline. We just didn't have anybody over there to cover him. Our corner was nowhere close. He's about 10 yards back and just couldn't come up to help make the play.
Starting lineup brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions for a great used car or truck. Or check that by Tio Charlie's, excuse me. If you don't see what you want on the lot, they'll find it for you at Tio Charlie's, 700 West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Direct snap to Keller-Twigg. He's got nothing. He might have been hit in the backfield. Felix Calderon was in there along with Randy Baker. And looks like Daniel Soto was in on the tackle as well. 2nd down, and we'll call it 10. After no gain on the 3rd play of the drive, we mentioned Eric Garcia. Brett Bostrom in that secondary as well. Trevor Blake. Ethan Brost plays a valuable role. He was hurt 2 weeks ago, but played last week. And, of course, Eddie Arribas is starting for the Beatniggers in the secondary. Shotgun formation. The pass over the middle, wide open. That is caught. First down to Holler across the 45 to the 40. Arribas made the tackle, but it's a gain of 20 yards, and the Estes Park offense looks good in the early going.
You bet. They just brought that receiver in motion over here from the left side to the right. They faked the handoff, like on that fly kind of offense. They faked the handoff, and then Holler just ran about a 5-yard post pattern, and he was just wide open.
Kyle Rosenbrock and Brian Woodward are on that defensive line right now. 1st and 10 for the Beatniger 40. 5-step drop, rolling to his right. A flag is down. Keller-Twigg will take off with the football, cuts it back to the inside. Rosenbrock has him, but not before a gain of 6 to the 34-yard line. Now let's see what the flag is all about. It was thrown in the backfield, holding against Estes Park. Dave, there's no doubt that a goal of this defense has got to be to shut down this team, because if an 0-9 team moves the ball on the Beatniggers, you have to have some concerns going into the playoffs next week.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to step up and start be a little bit more aggressive on defense, not seeing a lot of surge on our defensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage at all. Linebackers are having a hard time dropping back into their drop zones.
And that turns into a 12-yard penalty. So it's first down and 22 for the Bobcats at their own 48-yard line. And they've got none to lose. They're going to throw out everything in Brush's face at this point. They should. More conventional formation in the shotgun. One setback, one receiver to the left, one to the right. And rolling to his left is Keller Twig. Stopping, throwing. That pass is incomplete. Well covered was the intended receiver, Bailey Flores, and Randy Baker was all over him at the 42-yard line, second and 22.
Again, though, I saw some slippage out there, a corner on that side. He was backpedaling like he's supposed to, but as soon as the receiver ran that down and out, he tried to stop it, come forward, and it caused him to slip and hit the ground. Luckily, Twig threw the ball to somebody else.
Second down and 22. This is the sixth play of the drive for Estes Park. Two receivers out to the right, one to the left, one on the inside slot to the left. Shotgun for Keller Twig. Fakes the throw, deep over the middle, incomplete. He faked the handoff, actually. And the pass was incomplete to Adam Christensen, only a sophomore, who was well covered at the 30-yard line. Third and 22. And that's the way the game will slow down as the Bobcats continue to throw the football. And already, 4 passes have been thrown in this game.
Yeah, completed 2 of them, though, for 32 yards.
Third and 22 for the Bobcats. 9:37 to go in the opening quarter. This is the opening possession of the game. And there is Sean McConnell in there on that left defensive end. Shotgun formation, back to throw, pressure coming deep up the left sideline. That's going to be hit and caught off of Arribas, caught up the left sideline, and that is Tyler. Arribas had the interception. It went through his hands. Tyler caught it instead of the 20. It's a gain of 32, and an Estes Park first down.
Doubled their offense on the night. Arribas went up with 2 hands. The ball just went right between his hands. He had his hands above his head, and he just wasn't able to clamp down on the football.
Well, it should have been an easy interception. Instead, it's first and 10 after the gain of 32 at the Beat Digger 20. Well, that's the only inexperience the Beat Diggers have out there because Arribas is not normally a starter, but he's replacing Vince Albo in a shotgun. One-step drop, throw out to the right, tipped incomplete. Off the hands of David Klein on that pass out in the right flat. And that ball stayed up there a little bit higher. Might have been picked off the deflection. Second down and 10 to go with the Bobcats threatening with 9:12 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, it deflected way up in the air, but it didn't tip backwards. It kind of tipped straight up and maybe even back towards the quarterback a little bit, so our defense didn't really have a chance to make a play on it.
I think this Beat Digger defense is in a little bit of shock right now. Second down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Time to make a play. Trips to the right. One receiver to the left. Keller Twig in a shotgun formation. Has the football. 2-step drop. Will take off with it, but he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Might have gotten to the 19-yard line. Beat Diggers had penetration there. Felix Calderon was the first Beat Digger in there on the football, along with Kyle Rosenbrock. And they'll give him 1. Third down and 9 for the Beat Digger 19. This will be the 10th play of the drive. And checking into the game is Keith Trahan, only a sophomore. Boy, it's amazing. I mean, this team is extremely young. But they've got some talent, at least based on what we've seen on the opening drive. Shotgun again for Keller Twig, awaiting the snap. Has the football, fakes the handoff, throws that pass. It's caught inside the 5 to the 1. Caught by Howard on that slant. Or check that. I think I said the 1. It should be about the 6. But still, that's a gain of 13 yards. First and goal for Estes Park.
So 77 yards now passing for Estes Park already. You know, they just run about a 5 to 7 yard post pattern, and he's able to get in front of our corner. Our free safety's not able to come over there, and so he gets, Haller's a big kid, and he's able to get his body position there and get in between our defensive player and the ball.
And now one of the officials is speaking with Brush head coach Randy Dreitz. I'm not sure what about. Nonetheless, it's first and goal for Estes Park with a football at the 6-yard line. I mean, and they are working through the Beat Digger defense like they've been doing this against other defenses all season long. Yeah, you look at the number of seniors on here. And I'm only counting 5. I'll make it 7 now, 7 seniors. First and goal from the 6, shotgun. 5-step drop, rolling to his right, throwing off his back foot towards the end zone. That pass is incomplete. Well covered by Jake Brown. It's second down and goal. The intended receiver was David Klein.
Still having a little trouble getting pressure on the quarterback. Had some pressure coming from our left defensive end side, but nothing up the middle.
Second down and goal from the 6-yard line. The Beatniggers looking to make a play on defense and prevent Estes Park from taking the early lead. And now we got a whistle and a timeout. Estes Park will take it. 8:11 to go, opening quarter. No score between the Bobcats and the Beatniggers on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Dave Urich back from Estes Park High School where the Bobcats are threatening on the opening drive. They're at the 6-yard line of Brush, second and goal. And what's even more shocking is that they have converted 2 third downs.
You know what? Brush made a big adjustment. So they had Holler over on the left side, so they had it matched up against our youth, and now we just moved Garcia over there to cover Holler, and we moved our youth back over here to the left side in that corner position.
In a shotgun formation, Twig rolling to his right. Rosenbach coming from behind. Twig going to take off with the football. To the 5, now he throws. Touchdown, but he was over the line of scrimmage. He was over the line of scrimmage, caught by David Klein. The line of scrimmage was the 6. He threw it from the 5. So that should be a loss of down and penalty yardage.
It's a big break for us, but, that was a heads-up. I think this is just a heads-up defensive adjustment for the coaches. Holler's a big kid and senior, and he's caught a lot of passes over the years, I'm sure, and now we got Garcia over there manned up on him, and that forced Twig to have to throw it over here on this other side to another receiver.
Dave, the official has not made the signal yet, but that's what I saw, that he was clearly beyond the line of scrimmage, which was the 6, and he threw it from the 5. The officials are still conferring, but the flag was thrown very quickly.
Yeah, he was past. I thought he might have been down by the 4 when he threw the ball.
Let's see what the call is. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Greg Mullen is there. Let Greg Mullen work with you to get the discounts you desire and the coverage you need. State Farm agent Greg Mullen. Ineligible man downfield. I got to tell you, he was also beyond that line of scrimmage. There's no question about it. But that's not a loss of down. Ineligible man downfield is a penalty, but the football, why is that going to be placed at the 13-yard line? I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Ineligible. Well, they're going to say it's third down, so... But they took the ineligible man downfield. They did not say that he was beyond the line of scrimmage, Dave.
I'm not sure. I'm a little confused.
But it is a loss of down.
Yeah.
Third and goal for the 13. And a shotgun is Keller Twig. Awaiting the snap. Has it 2 steps to his left. Now he's going to get hit. He'll throw on the run. Pass is caught. But it might be a loss as the ball was caught by Adam Christensen. And then Beatniggers all over him at around the 15-yard line, including Trevor Blake. And that's a loss of 2. It'll be 4th down and goal to go from the 15-yard line. This will be the 14th play of the drive, and I think the Bobcats are going to go for it here.
I was looking just to see if Estes Park shaded sides where Holler was at, just to see if we were going to have Garcia follow him around. But they're leaving Holler over there on the left side, and that's where we have Garcia covering him.
All right, 4th and goal. Trips out to the right. Shotgun. Keller Twig with a fake. He'll throw deep over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Holler nearly brought it in with the left hand, but it was just off the left hand. And the Beatniggers will take over at their own 15-yard line, but the Bobcats took 5 minutes and 6 seconds off the game clock.
That was a good drive for them. They did a good job of throwing the ball down the field and mixing it up a little bit, keeping our defense off guard. And by the quarterback making those little fakes with those end arounds, it kind of forced our defensive ends to stay home and be honest and not put a lot of pressure on him as he was trying to throw the football. But here lately we've started to get in his face quite a bit more from that defensive end position.
Well, let's see what the Beatniggers can do offensively. Tyler Carter and Chris Lee are in the backfield. The quarterback is Mitch Tormolen. on 1st and 10 from the 15. There's the handoff along the right side, and a big hole for Carter up the right sideline to the 35, down to the 40, looking for a block to the 50. He might go all the way to the 20, the 10, the 5, and he is gone. Tyler Carter's gone, but there's a flag way back. If it's against the Beat Diggers, it would nullify an 85-yard touchdown run.
Well, the Whitecap's blowing his whistle. He's jogging his way down the field. He's on about the 30 now in the Estes Park end, and looks like he's calling people back.
Wow. And that flag is sitting at the 18-yard line, and it's holding against Brush. So nullified, 85-yard touchdown run by Tyler Carter. The Beat Diggers are going to be inside their 10-yard line.
Well, that was a nice run. You don't usually see fullbacks just run away from people like that. You know, usually they're big, powerful guys that run about a 5'1" 40 or something. Carter just ran away from everybody.
He did, but unfortunately the Beat Diggers pay the ultimate price with that penalty, and now the football is going to be placed at the 9. So first down, and 16 to go for the Beat Diggers. Well, let's see if they can pull it off again. I mean, certainly the hole was there on the right side, Dave.
Oh, yeah, it was huge. It was huge. And a lot of the Estes Park kids, they fell for that first fake. So, you know, it throws them right there. They weren't reading their keys, and that enabled Carter to get past everybody before anybody knew where the football was.
Now that's Carter and Garcia in the backfield. On first down and 16 for the 9. Tormolin is back to throw, looking up the right side. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Garcia right at the 15-yard line. It'll be second down and 16, and the Beat Diggers decided to go with the air game on that one despite the 1st and 16 situation.
It was a short pass. It was accurate. Boy, it was right on the wheel. He threw it like it was on a rope.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, Dave, if the Beat Diggers go back to the ground game. As you mentioned, the Estes Park side is very thin in terms of numbers. Garcia and Carter remain in the backfield. Second down and 16 for the 9. Will one of those two get the football? It'll be Carter running right across the 15-yard line, and he's dragged out from behind, short of a first down, as he's tackled at about the 21-yard line. See if they give him that or the 22. It'll be a gain of 12 for Tyler Carter. Third down and 4 to go for the Beat Diggers.
Just a trap right up the middle. Brush using that 30 series to start setting things up a little bit. That crossbuck action in the bootleg.
417 Main Street in Fort Morgan is Platte Valley Hearing Center. Getting your hearing to its very best, Platte Valley Hearing Center. Third down and 4 from their own 21-yard line. Tormolin on the bootleg left. As Funson running will be put up a first down to the 25, back to the 30, along the sideline, cuts it to the 40-yard line. He loses the football, and I think the Beat Diggers landed on it at the 49-yard line of Estes Park, and Tormolin was the one who landed on the football. It just slipped out of his hands, but it's a gain of 31 yards and a first down to the 48.
Yeah, Mitch, that's a good lesson for Mitch to learn there because he was carrying the ball with his hand. He didn't have it tucked away, and he was even changing hands with it. He had the ball out there away from his body quite a way. So, you know, that's a good lesson for him right there to, as we go into the playoffs, to make sure as he gets out in the open, he's got to protect the ball.
First and 10 for the Beat Diggers at the Estes Park 48. I think we're seeing that the Bobcats definitely stronger on offense with this youth than defensively because the Beat Diggers have huge holes. Chris Lee is now in that backfield for the 48-yard line. Tormolin hands it off to Carter and stutter step. He's going to lose yardage. You know, he gets a leg for the defender, but he's still got to get past several other Bobcats. He's to the 46-yard line, and he made something out of nothing. He gained 2 yards, despite the fact that he was nearly taken down about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Instead, he goes forward for 2.
Yeah, Estes Park had some pretty poor tackling on that play, but like I said, he got up to the line of scrimmage, and then he kind of stutter-stepped his feet. He hesitated. Had allowed the left defensive tackle for Estes Park to kind of get in his face and grab a hold of him a bit, but he broke that arm tackle and run back over here to the left side in front of the Estes Park bench and picked up some yards.
4:53 to go in the opening quarter. No score between the Bobcats and the Beat Diggers. Second down and 8 for Brush at the Estes Park 46-yard line. In motion to the left is Blake. The pitch right to Garcia. Stutter step, sets it back to the 40-yard line. First down. Still on his feet. Breaking a tackle to the 20. Up the right sideline to the 15, and he's taken down right there. A touchdown-saving tackle by Frankie Keller-Twig. But Garcia picks up 31 yards and a Beetdigger first down.
That was a quick pitch to the right, designed to go to the sidelines, but Garcia stopped immediately and just ran straight up the field. Looked like he was only going to get 4 or 5 yards, but he broke a tackle. And once he got into that secondary, he just took off. But tell you what, Twig's a big player. Once he jumped on his back, there was no way Garcia was going to break that thing. He was going to have to just go straight to the carpet.
First and 10 for the Beetdiggers at the Estes Park 15-yard line after Estes Park went a long way on their first drive, but the Beetdiggers were able to hold the Bobcats. The receiver to the right is Trevor Blake. On first and 10. Torbolin hands it off to Carter, running right up the sideline inside the 10-yard line, still on his feet, and he's dragged down, closing in on the 5. I'm not sure if he got there, but very close to a first down is Tyler Carter. And the official spot looks like it's going to be right at the 5. We'll give him 10 yards. I think it's going to be second and maybe inches, Dave.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to be a little bit short there, but Brush just tried to run that sweep they've been using with their fullback. It was wide open over there. Carter just couldn't break that last tackle.
Rosenbrock is in the backfield, second and inches, with the ball just shy of the 5-yard line. Will it be Rosenbrock or Garcia? It'll be Rosenbrock running off left tackle, and he spins, and he is into the end zone for a Beetdigger touchdown from 5 yards out. And Brush leads Estes Park 6-0.
He never went down. Our Estes Park defender was laying on his back, holding onto his ankle. They couldn't bring him down.
The Beetdiggers didn't take up too much time. And scoring for the first time in the game. And the extra point to be attempted by Jesus Cardenas off the hold of Eric Garcia.
We got our own guy back there shagging the football after the kick. Standing back there by the high jump area.
Awaiting the snap. It bounces, and Garcia's going to have to get up and run with the football or look to throw. He's getting chased. Garcia's going to take off. And does he get in? He is in for the 2-point conversion. But the Beetdiggers do have an issue there. That's another bad snap they've had on an extra point this season. 3:26 to go. First quarter. Brush 8, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 7 plays, 85 yards. In 3 minutes and 28 seconds, Kyle Rosenbrock scores from 6 yards out. Eric Garcia's 2-point conversion run was good. And the Beetdiggers lead 8-0 with 3:26 to go in the opening quarter. And it appears, Dave, that Estes Park's best defense is going to be a ball control offense.
Yeah, they're going to have to try to keep a hold of the football and complete a few more passes. I can't wait to see if Estes Park trades Haller's sides and checks to see if Brush is going to play a man-to-man with Garcia or not.
Jesus kickoff headed towards the sideline, bounces at the 15, goes out of bounds inside the 10. So either the Beetdiggers have to kick it again or the Bobcats will have the ball at the 35-yard line, which is 10 yards better than they had it to begin their first possession.
I think they're glad to get it. They're sending their offense out there on the field. They're happy with that, the possession on the 35.
It'll be first and 10 for the Bobcats, right where Dave mentioned, at that 35-yard line. But now the Beetdigger defense has got to play a heck of a lot better. They were just outworked there, especially with that passing game.
Yeah.
The outside receiver to the right is David Klein. And that's Eddie Arribas' man right there. Howard to the left, and like you mentioned, Eric Garcia, Dave, is on him. Out of a shotgun formation, Gage Smith is the lone setback, and we have a flag thrown before the play, and the official signaling illegal procedure against the Bobcats, and those penalties are going to occur with young teams.
Holler got way out there. He's a senior. He should know better. But he got way out there to the left side. Garcia lined up across from him, and then he looked in there to see if Twig was getting ready to snap the ball, and he just jumped before Twig ever even got under center.
First and 15 from the 30-yard line. Again in a shotgun as Keller Twig rolls to his left. Pressure coming. Hits as he throws. Intercepted. Intercepted by Rosenbrock at the 35 to the 30, inside the 20-yard line, still on his feet, and he's tackled at the 17-yard line. A return of approximately 18 yards, and the Beat Diggers are in the red zone to begin their second drive.
Now, Holler was open. He ran about a 5 to 7 yard post pattern, got right in front of our corner, and he got in front of our free safety as well. So he was open there, but they elected to try to throw it to the flats, and Rosenbrock just dropped back into that hook zone there and picked it off.
So the Beat Diggers have it at the 17-yard line of Estes Park. First down and 10. Trevor Blake sprints out into the field. Carter and Lee are in the backfield. On first and 10 for the 17, Tormolen rolls to his right, looking to throw. Towards the end zone, it is off the hands of the intended receiver, and that is Vince Albo at about the 2-yard line, and it's incomplete. It was thrown a little bit behind Albo.
Yeah, Albo had a jump, and he turned his body all the way around trying to catch the ball with his hands, not with his body, and just couldn't bring it in. Estes Park had some pretty good coverage on that play. If he'd have caught it, he was going to take a hit.
Oh, yeah. Second down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Yeah, the Beat Diggers are obviously very confident they can run the football. They've done so far in this game, with Carter and Garcia now in the backfield. Albo's the lone receiver to the right. From the Estes Park 17-yard line with the Beat Diggers leading 8-0. Tormolen play action again, looking to throw. Out to his right, the pass is caught by Garcia. Stutter steps to the 15, at the sideline to the 10, and then he is poked out of bounds. That's going to be very close to a first down, as the officials are spotting the football up the right sideline. If he's short, he's only short by a yard. It'll be marked at the 8, a gain of 9, 3rd and 1 for Brush.
So Tremolin completes his first pass of the night. He looked downfield first, and then Garcia ran that flare pattern out to the right side. So Tremolin did a good job of looking him off before he came back and made the throw.
Carter's in the backfield with Chris Lee. Carter had an 85-yard touchdown called back because of a penalty. On 3rd and 1 for the 8, handoff left side to Carter to the 5-yard line, still on his feet. He spins, and he's hit, and he's short of the goal line, but that is a 1st and goal for Brush. Close to the 2. We'll give him 6 yards for Tyler Carter, and the Beat Diggers are knocking on the door once again.
Carter carried 4 times for 30 yards, not counting that first one that went big.
It'll be 1st and goal. That ball is just outside the 2. More than likely, it's going to be another handoff for the Beat Diggers to extend this to a 2-touchdown lead. Outside the 2-yard line, Tormolen hands it off to Carter, right side. He walks into the end zone. Easy for Tyler Carter from 2 yards out. Brush 14, Estes Park nothing.
Estes Park lines up they have 4 defensive linemen, but they bring guys up on the outside. They can make it look like a 6-2, and they're blitzing linebackers on the inside. But our offensive line is doing a really good job of blowing them off the line of scrimmage, and we're getting some traps. A lot of good kick-out blocks from our guards.
Now let's see how the extra point goes. The snap was not good. It bounced into Garcia, and I realize this is the final game of the season on a cold night. The field is not in great condition. But these are conditions, Dave, you could face in the playoffs.
You bet. It's wintertime.
Garcia waits the snap. And it looked like Estes Park jump, no call, low snap, and the kick is up, and that kick is good. We have got 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go, but we'll keep it right here because there is a flag. If it's against Estes Park, the Beat Diggers might go for 2, but if it's against Brush, this will turn into about a 24-yard extra point. The indication is a personal foul against Estes Park. Well, you should give him the extra point and assess that on the ensuing kickoff, and that's exactly what's going to happen. 2:35 to go, first quarter. Brush 15, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 4 plays, 17 yards, and 41 seconds. Set up on a Kyle Rosenbrock interception. Tyler Carter scored from 2 yards out. PAT was good. The Beat Diggers up here, 15-0 late in the first quarter. Rosenbrock did score the first touchdown from 6 yards out. B-Diggers up 15-0, but not on their A game yet, Dave.
No, definitely. Just too many mistakes, defensively, especially that first drive kind of took the wind out of us a little bit. I think since we made that adjustment and putting Garcia manned up on Holler, it's definitely helped the situation.
Well, they certainly did play better defensively, obviously, on their second drive. But, for the Beat-Digger defense, sometimes it just takes the one play, and that's what happened. They got pressure on the quarterback, and then they had the interception. The pressure created the interception, and for some reason, Jesus is going to kick it off for the 40. The officials made the mistake. That kickoff should be for the 50 because of the 15-yard personal foul penalty following the converted extra point. So this is one of the few times that Jesus is going to get a chance to, especially at this time of year, on a cold night when it's harder to boot it further to get it right through that end zone.
Right. It'll be neat to see if he really tries to get on it. Last time it went out of bounds, but I think he was trying to play, he was practicing placing where he wanted to kick it from. He was trying to make sure that he didn't kick it back to Gage. He was trying to get it over there to that other side and hope that Keith Trahan got the ball, but it just got a little bit out of control for him and got too close to the sideline and rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, and actually they're going to boot it. He's going to kick it off from the 45 of Estes Park. That's the 15-yard penalty from a normal placement, the 40, and he boots that football, and it's into the end zone easily. The Bobcats will have it at their own 20 with 2:35 to go first quarter.
Sorry, their deep guys, they didn't even back up, though. They were standing on the 10 to receive the ball, which is where they're standing anyway. And so here we were 15 yards further up. They didn't even go back to the goal line to try to return it. I think they were just ready to get the ball on the 20.
Yeah, we're going to find out. Let's see if Estes Park has any semblance of a running game, because they figure if they were that successful in the first drive and drove all the way to the Beat-Diggers 6, that they might stick with a passing game.
We got Holler out there to the left side again. Garcia's right across from him. Garcia's right up on the line of scrimmage to bump and run him. He's not giving him any room.
And a shotgun. Keller Twig back to throw. Here comes pressure, and he's sacked. He's going to be corralled as he goes down. 3 Beat-Diggers were in on the play. If that wasn't a blitz, it was just a great job of the Beat-Diggers coming in, and Kyle Rosenbach was the first Beat-Digger to get to Keller Twig, a loss of 7.
He plays that defensive end position pretty well, and evidently he was able to tee off there. I was watching Holler out here with Garcia, and Garcia started off right up on the line of scrimmage with him, and then right before the ball was snapped, Garcia started backpedaling. Holler ran about a 10-yard post pattern that time, but he was never open.
Well, a passing situation for Estes Park on second down and 17 for their own 13-yard line. Keller Twig rolling to his right, stopping, throwing to his right. The pass is incomplete over the outstretched hand of David Klein at the 20-yard line. 3rd and 17. This is one of the reasons Estes Park has lost many of their games by wide margins, because they're not a ball control offense.
Yeah, they just 3 and out in a hurry and give the ball back to us. I'll tell you what, their defense it's pretty porous.
Well, they're young, and like you said, there were tackling issues when Tyler Carter should have lost about 4 yards on one play, and he gained 2. Now it's 3rd and 17 from their own 13-yard line. And again, Keller Twig is in a shotgun. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. He's got the football. Back to throw. Pressure coming deep over the middle. The pass is incomplete. It was thrown in between 2 receivers, Bailey Flores and David Klein. 4th and 17 for Estes Park. And a Bobcat is down in the backfield. I don't believe that the quarterback, Keller Twig, because he took a pop as he threw the football. Because I cannot see the number, and I don't see Keller Twig standing at this point. No matter what your loan needs, stop by High Plains Bank, 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins. Also inquire about checking and savings accounts, as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. Yeah, Keller Twig, it looks like he's on a knee, so that's somebody else who is down at about the 6-yard line of Estes Park. Beat-Diggers lead 15-0 with 1:46 to go in the opening quarter. On senior night, only 7 seniors on this team, so it was a short celebration. Yeah, what happens is that when you have offensive linemen backpedaling and there's pressure on the quarterback, that looks like a lineman who just fell wrong or got hit in a very vulnerable area. The senior, Cole Woodard. Dave, he's going to need to be assisted off the field, which means that he's probably done for the game, and he's a big, strong kid out there for the Bobcats.
Yeah, he's holding his left foot up there like he might have sprained an ankle or something. He's definitely not putting any weight on it. Hey, Jake Brown's out here playing our corner on the near side. Estes Park was trying to pick on him, but on that last coverage, he was right there. He was closer to the ball than any of the Bobcat receivers.
Gage Smith to punt from his own goal line. Eric Garcia is back to receive at the 40. Awaiting the snap, it's perfect, and a little bit off to the right, and that punt is going to be fielded by Garcia. No, he's going to let it go. It bounces at the 43 and goes out of bounds at the 45. He was ready to catch it, but he's motioning towards the sideline, and that ball was fluttering, and it kind of was. So he didn't lose much. He could have gained a few yards. I'll mark it at the Estes Park 46-yard line to begin the Beatniggers' third drive of this game.
Well, Garcia definitely was trying to make a play on it, but he was going to have to catch it over his shoulder, which is one of the things you always tell your return men never to do. Luckily, he pulled his hand back right away. Ball hit the ground and just bounced straight out of bounds. It didn't flow down the field, so we got a lucky break there. Estes Park lines up with that four-man defensive front again.
They'll say the official spot is the 45, just outside the 45. First and 10 for the Beatniggers, leading 15-0. In motion to the left is Blake. There's the pitch right to Garcia. Cuts it back to the inside of the 40, back to the outside of the 35, up the right sideline, still on his feet, breaks a tackle inside the 25, and he's dragged down, and that's going to be a penalty flag, either a face mask or a horse collar, and now a second flag goes up as Garcia was tackled at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards. That could have been a serious injury, because that is an ill-advised way to make a tackle.
Yeah, he just jumped up there and grabbed all of his shoulder pads to try to jerk him down. But I'm interested to see what the second flag is for.
Well, the second flag, hopefully, is not against Garcia for saying something.
Right. That's the thing that makes you a little bit nervous.
Well, which means that and I think it is against Garcia, because one of the officials was talking to Randy Dreitz, horse collar against Estes Park, unsportsmanlike against Brush. Those offset, but that should be a first down. And Dave, let's make it a 22-yard gain there to the 23, as opposed to the 23-yard gain to the 22 for Eric Garcia. And that's too bad, because Eric's got to know better, being a senior.
Right.
The flag was thrown. It was against Estes Park. You're up 15-0. Just keep quiet. I know it's frustrating. He could have been injured, but he's a smart kid. He knows better than that.
Yeah. If he gets to the corner, he's trying to set his blocks up so much that it allows the defense to catch him from behind, and he's almost better off just to turn on those afterburners and utilize that speed to run away from people rather than slowing down and speeding up.
First and 10 for the 23 of Estes Park. The backs are split. Carter and Lee. The handoff to Lee, running right to the 20-yard line, and then Keller Twig drags him out of bounds inside the 20 towards the 19. So a relatively short gain when you consider how well the Beatniggers have run the ball tonight. It'll be a pickup of 4 yards, second down and 6 on that run by Chris Lee.
Yeah, he did a good job there. The hole opened up, but he got to the sideline, and the Estes Park kid was just able to catch him from behind.
The clock has stopped quite a bit here in the opening quarter, with the Beatniggers up by 15, a minute 22 to go. Second down and 6 for the 19-yard line of Estes Park. Torbolin will send Blake in motion to the right. There's the handoff on the left side. First down for Carter to the 10, up the left sideline 5, and he's in for an easy touchdown for Tyler Carter. Carter scores for the second time tonight, and the Beatniggers now lead 21-0.
So they just fake that quick pitch over here to the left side. Usually on that quick pitch, they throw it right underneath Carter's arms. That time, instead of throwing it underneath it, they faked the throw and just handed it off to him. Man, Estes Park fell for it. Carter showed his speed, just ran away from people as he attacked the corner. He ran more towards the pylon than he did up the field.
The 19-yarder complements his 2-yarder earlier in this quarter. The Beatniggers are getting shorter and shorter with their time of possession. 3.5-minute drive, then a 41-second drive, now a 23-second drive. Extra point by Jesus is up, and that one is through. 1:15 remaining. First quarter, Brush 22, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Beat Diggers have had drives of 85 yards, 17 yards, and now 45. Tyler Carter scores from 19 yards out. Brush leads Estes Park 22-0. And after a slow start, the Beat Diggers are picking up momentum.
Yeah, things are starting to come together for them quite a bit now. Estes Park's starting to make some mistakes offensively, and the Diggers are taking advantage of it.
Let's see what the Beat Diggers do on special teams, though. That has been an area of concern at times this season. Jesus to kick it off towards the sideline. It'll be caught along the sideline at the 25, at the 30-yard line, and knocked out of bounds. Actually, not even reaching the 30. It might have been Keith Trahan along the left sideline in front of the Beat Digger bench. And let's see if they'll mark it right at the 25. Still with 1:08 to go in the opening quarter. And Brush up by 22.
First down, Estes Park, first down, 25.
Well, if the Bobcats continue to throw the football and the Beat Diggers can capitalize, they've already got a Kyle Rosenbrock interception tonight. They can make this a much bigger lead by halftime. And you got a bunch of Bobcats out to the right. Naked backfield for Frankie Keller-Twigg, the sophomore quarterback, awaits the snap. One-step drop, throws it out in the right flat. It's caught over there, and taking off up the right sideline. Actually, that is Keller-Twigg, and he's got a first down across the 35 to the 38. The pass was thrown by David Klein. The gain of 13 yards and a first down from Klein to Keller-Twigg.
It looked like it was going to be a double pass, what it looked like to me. Estes Park had those 4 receivers out here, and then at the very last second, they put Klein up there onto the line of scrimmage, and so he was on the end of the line, so he was the outside receiver. Man, they just tossed it out there. It looked like he was going to throw the ball, but he tucked it away and ran with it.
Keller-Twigg is now the quarterback. 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line, awaiting the snap. 5-step drop, pressure coming backside, takes off with the football, and it's going to be tackled from behind by Sean McConnell. He does get a couple of yards, maybe 3 to the 41-yard line. The mark officially will be at the 40, just a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 to go for Estes Park. And that might have been the final play of the opening quarter as they are still in the huddle. And we are inside 15 seconds to go. The Bobcats do have some time to get off a play here. 7 seconds in a shotgun as Keller-Twigg, as he looks towards the sideline. They will not get the play off. We play 12 minutes in Estes Park. It's Brush 22, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.